For students that miss work due to extended absences and mental health struggles, an extra support room is needed to help them get back on their feet. In this video, students share their journeys of the North Reading High School Bridge program with insights from the teachers and counselors that run it. We'll explore the inner workings, both positive and negative, of the Bridge program and how support programs like these get students back to class with a new attitude.
I'll give you a quick overview and then I'll answer that question. This is a transition program.
Our Bridge classroom provides transitional support for students. Bridge is meant to be a time-limited support. So basically 2 to 8 weeks where students are spending one foot in the Bridge classroom, catching up and getting counseling support and academic support, and then their other foot is back in the classroom. To access Bridge, the criteria is pretty much like 5 to 10 days of being absent from school.
And then really demonstrate why it would be helpful to you. So students who come to the Bridge program, we have a re-entry meeting. It's usually following an extended absence or just out of school for various reasons that they can't be here.
They primarily connect with Miss Tropiano, who is the academic support person and special educator.
Usually my mornings start with a re-entry meeting with their guidance counselor, and we talk about an academic transition plan. What do you need to do to get caught up for your classes, to get back to class? It's just keeping everyone in the same loop and talking about what's working well and what's not working well, and then pivoting from there.
I think like the more simplistic goal academically is to help kids catch up enough to be back in class. Equally as important is helping students practice coping skills that they've learned if they've been out for mental health reasons. So our goal is to help keep that mental health support and those coping skills alive and to have students practicing them.
To make this both an academic and clinical program for students. So there's always someone coming back to school. I'll go down to guidance and I'll meet with the student, meet with their parents. We'll talk about, what classes they've missed and what work they may owe. And then
decide if it's the right fit for them. My role with students in Bridge happens more here in my office. When students have an extended absence, they are eligible for like weekly counseling here. Weekly counseling support looks like mental health support, which is kind of therapy light and helping them continue on with the schoolwork that they've missed to help them catch up and get back into classes.
it typically takes about a week or a week and a half to get caught up on your classes. But then I often have students stay and they'll join my power block. Simply having the space to start their day is what helps them get in the door.
If a student hasn't had that extended absence but is struggling with mental health, then they should definitely come to the guidance department.
Having an office would really be instrumental in meeting the kids' needs and where they're at. As you can see, we have a phone booth, which is, it's not the worst thing to take private phone calls or to have meetings in there. But having a physical office space would have one of the counselors in here to meet with students.
One of the reasons I would like working with programs like this is I was out for surgery when I was a 9th grader.
I had super high anxiety.
I know the stress that can happen when we've been out for a bit. And I think that high school is a uniquely stressful time.
I think we can all relate. Everyone has experienced that in their life.
I think high schoolers are wonderful to work with. You guys have so much energy and enthusiasm and bring a lot of great qualities to the table.
So I'll go in, she'll basically ask me what I got for homework, any tests or anything, and I can just whip out my Chromebook and get to it, get caught up and everything.
Get in there, do my work, until it's done, Maybe move on to a couple of different other things depending on how much work I need to get done.
The Bridge Room is a place where they can get good help, and it really, is a back brace to them getting their work done and really building the skills necessary to become independent in that field.
It's helped me to be able to get caught up and stuff.
I feel like if I miss a homework assignment from the night before and I have that block, I can just finish that up. It's really quiet. There's not many people in there. If you just need a break from class, you can just chill there.
I like that, I can catch up my work, relax, and also be somewhere comfortable, somewhere I can get my work done.
I don't really have many challenges when I'm in there, to be honest. I kind of just go in there for 10-15 minutes and chill out. It just empowers you.
In terms of the cost of the Bridge Room, I think that the benefits outweigh the downsides of the Bridge Room.
Maybe if you keep going there, you keep skipping class, that could be a downside.
I would see 9% positives, 10% negatives. 10% negatives are being out of class itself.
So that's the downside.
We always want students in the classroom so that they can be learning the new material.
We got to get you back to class. We don't want you to fall further behind.
As long as you use it in moderation, it's probably fine.
It's hard to find a balance.
To really ease that transition, they work with teachers of the students to help with the workload against them.
So what assignments are the most critical for a student to learn in order to move on and get back on track with their class. And so that's the collaboration piece that I do with the teachers.
A lot of people, when they're transitioning to come back, even when they do get their work done in the bridge room, it just simply isn't enough, and the work just piles up, which also leads to these people being in the bridge to begin with.
I think we're really fortunate in that teachers have been really supportive and understanding about the fact that students are going to be out of classes for a period of
The
time.
bridge room tries to prepare them and just tries to ease them slowly back into being a normal student.
You know, it's definitely a hard time for everyone, especially high school. You know, it's catching up all the work. If you like really are struggling, I think you should try it out. If not, you know, maybe try to do it by yourself.
I think someone struggling really should try to use the bridge room. If they're really confident,
You know, do it yourself.
but if they really need that help, I think they should really go seek it because it's a great resource that they can use.
Our doors are always open